What's up, everyone? Happy New Year. Welcome back to our Living North Phoenix podcast. I'm Blair Ballin, founder of Living North Phoenix and Valleypalooza. Hope you had a great holiday, New Year, and here we are in 2025. The other day, I was actually thinking, as maybe you have, many of us have, it's hard to believe 25 years ago is when we were all thinking, or some of us were, about Y2K and, would everything shut down? We've obviously made it through, but to believe that was 25 years ago, wow, time definitely flies. So, podcast, we are here. We're excited. It's a new year. Tons of stuff happening with Living North Phoenix. Thank you so much for being a part of our community, whether you're in the Facebook group, newsletter, website, here, whatever, or everywhere. Thank you. Our podcast is sponsored by Marcus over at Copper State Moving. So, if you do need a mover, I would strongly recommend reaching out to them. They actually moved or did a move for me recently. I've used them. It's not just a paid advertisement, whatever, but I have used them and they are phenomenal at what they do. And this is coming from someone who has moved a lot, moved across the country many times, moved locally, you name it. I've moved. I've used movers, not used movers, and I've not had such a positive experience. Copper State changed that for me. Please reach out to them. So, today's podcast, there's so much going on. And if you're in the Facebook group, if you get the newsletter, some of this might be repetitive, but I still think it's necessary that you hear it and hear it from me directly, which, yes, the other places are me too, but hear it by voice. So the first or a first or an announcement, I should say, is we recently partnered with a Facebook community called Scottsdale Community. That's the actual name of the group, Scottsdale Community. Super excited about it. The other day I made a post in the group and got some pushback from it, more than I actually would have thought. I guess I understand it, sort of. Maybe I didn't word the post the best, whatever. It doesn't mean anything other than we've partnered with them, meaning the same as if we partnered with a restaurant. We're working together to help each other's communities. That does not mean our group name is changing. It doesn't mean you have to join their group. It doesn't mean that the focus of North Phoenix is going to become Scottsdale because some of the people in North Phoenix hate Snottsdale. It has nothing to do with that. It just simply means that the owner of that group, founder David, and I, who interestingly enough are both realtors at the same brokerage, saw a common goal of trying to help continue improve the communities. How can we do that? We get together to join together, to put together our minds, our resources, time, energy to deliver more value to you. That's the only thing. Again, maybe it was not the best worded initial post, but all these people like, why are you changing the name of the group? Or why are you doing that? Why are you changing this to Scottsdale? Which, by the way, North Phoenix in my boundaries has always included Scottsdale. Maybe not all of it, but still as a city, just like we include Glendale, Peoria, Surprise, Anthem, Black Canyon City, whatever. It doesn't matter what the boundaries are. And even if you live in Chandler, you're still allowed to be in our group. Remember, it's not like I'm taking the time, nor is it actually even possible, nor do I want to, nor would you want to, give me your driver license or utility bill to show where you live. Like, it doesn't matter. And all these people who are like, oh, now it's Scottsdale, like, why do I need to know? Well, you don't. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Keep scrolling. Like this idea that we have to comment on something. Now, if you have a question that's relevant, like, what does this mean? Fine, I will be happy to answer it all the time. But if it's the more defensive kind of thing where you're like, well, why does it include this? Uh, like, who cares? It's always included Scottsdale. Now we're just partnering up. And if you don't know what the word partner means, ask. If I wasn't clear, ask. I don't know what the questions will be unless it's a completely misused word. Like if I were to say, hey, we partnered with a group. Um, I think in that case, it would be probably pretty relevant for most people to be like, what the hell are you talking about? What group and why? But in this case, I said, I'm not trying to defend, I guess I am trying to defend myself. We are partnering with Scottsdale Community. That's it. If there's questions like, what's the value going to be, whatever, cool, I get it, that's fine. Nothing is really changing. So then maybe the question is, well, why make the announcement? I'm gonna tell you and be brutally honest here. I think it's incredibly admirable of both myself and David to join forces as two realtors in basically neighboring areas. Now, these are not real estate groups, never have been, probably never will be. So, does it matter that we joined if we're realtors? The answer is yes, because most realtors are selfish, uh, jerks who don't want to, or many are, who don't want, because they're so concerned about maybe getting a potential deal or whatever and not believing in abundance or whatever. So two realtors that are literally almost next to each other in cities, partnering together to help the greater good of the communities with what they can do and their current audiences and future. I think that's pretty admirable. Can there be questions about the post and why? Absolutely, I encourage it. Should there be defensive attacks from my opinion saying, why would you do this when this group is North Phoenix? No, I don't think that's honestly cool at all. I think if that's going to be your approach, basically shut up and don't ask because it's not helping anything. That's a common issue in social media. Again, maybe my post wasn't worded correctly. You've heard me say it a bunch of times now, but still, if there's a question, ask it. It's no different than if you have a child or a spouse or a significant other and in your opinion you think they've done something wrong. Do you think it's the best communication style? And I'm not perfect to go to that person and immediately go like, "Why the hell did you do that?" Or "What the hell did you do with this?" Or "Why the hell did you move that item?" I'm guessing the answer should be no. I'm guessing many of us have probably done it before, probably regretted it in many cases. However, if it's the same type of situation, and my wife's name is Nikki, so let's just say I were to say, Nikki, like, where the hell did you put my phone? Probably wouldn't go over well. Uh, However, if I were to say something like, hey, Nikki, do you happen to know where my phone is? It's probably going to be received better than the first part, which is the same type of thing that happened in the group. Now, obviously, it's not auditory or whatever the word is, it's just visual and written. So there's some opinions on my side. But when something happens where two groups join together, and there's such a uniqueness to that. I don't know the validity to this statement. I'm guessing there's few, if any, groups in the country that have ever done this, let alone realtors next to each other location-wise and in the same brokerage. Again, these are not real estate groups, but when you have two realtors, they usually end up fighting over stuff, as many people do that are in similar industries. So you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. I think this is massive. David and I look forward to delivering more value and improving our communities. So that's my rant on that. Which I guess there's a part of that that's important is, like how are you communicating, period, whether it's on social or in person. I also made a post on my personal wall about like it's fascinating the things I've learned from Facebook groups, and I already know there's keyboard warriors. I've been one, I've been a troll, I get all that. But like just the ability or desire for people to just talk or type without really realizing what they're doing and the impact that could have on the other person. Um, I'd like to think I have semi-thick skin and I can sometimes take a jab, but when there's something involved that's taken a lot of time and thought and effort, if there's an attack on that, I'm gonna frickin' fight back too. I don't care what the group rules are. I'm going to be as kind and courteous as I possibly can be. But if I'm being attacked, it's game on, period. I don't care who the person is. I don't care what their intention was. If I feel like I'm being attacked, and I tend to look at stuff from multiple sides before forming an opinion, which also includes asking questions, asking inquisitive questions to find out why or what, before just saying, "Hey, Nikki, where'd you put the goddamn phone?" Like, it's happened before, but I try to limit it because that's not the way I believe communication should happen. And when that does, against me, you can I can guarantee you I'm going to fight back. Verbally, whatever. All right, rant over. So, what I'm also beyond excited about is we've got a ton of events. You've heard me talk a couple times about our events. So this podcast is being recorded on the 7th. You might hear it 8th or after, whenever. And a lot of these podcasts are very specific to the week that they're published in. So if you're listening to it way ahead, some of it might not be as relevant. But tomorrow night, we've got our first sports league event, volleyball. I will be there. We really look forward to it. Someone asked yesterday what the cost is. There is no cost. It's of an event that Tasha arranged. There's no cost. We're just going to show up. All experience levels. This isn't like an Olympic event where, there's some massive competition, and you get medals for it. Just a chance to hang out. All of these events we do are a chance to hang out, have fun, learn, maybe meet other people. If you're an introvert, and you just hang out in the corner and you just want to watch us play, awesome. We invite you. If you want to play and you're an expert, we invite you. That's not really what we're looking for. We're looking just to hang out and have a good time, but really good volleyball players can hopefully have a good time too. So we're really looking forward to that. And then Thursday, we have our private business networking group. So if you are a business owner and want to learn about that, let me know. And then next week, we've got our financial planning class put on by Dave Robbins from Moores and Cabot. He's a great dude, very skilled at what he does. Highly recommend you showing up to that. Again, there's no cost for it. It's a chance to start off the new year learning about finances, financial plans, ask questions. He's going to be there. It's going to be awesome. Let me pull up the rest of our calendar because I know I'm forgetting a bunch of events. And by the way, if you're in our Facebook group, which you should be, the events are always going to be in the events tab. So right below all the little circles with all the headshots of people and stuff, or thumbnails, whatever, is the events tab. Click on that. You can RSVP. That's the only spot to RSVP. Unfortunately, our website calendar doesn't have a spot to RSVP, but you can go to our website calendar. So if you go to livingnorthphoenix.com, and I'm talking fast because there's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. If you go to our Living North Phoenix website, livingnorthphoenix.com, click on the far right tab, Living North Phoenix Events, click on that again. It will pull up a calendar for the month that we're in. And then at the bottom of that calendar, there's a green button if you hover over it called Subscribe to Calendar. You can quickly click on that, and then it will sync to your Google Calendar or whatever you're in, which doesn't mean you're RSVP'd. It just means that you're going to be made aware of those events and to remind you. So we've got volleyball tomorrow, private networking group on Thursday. Next week on Tuesday, we've got our breakfast buddies. We are going to be at if I can find it here, Bagel Gourmet, probably, I don't know, Greenway or Bell and 29th Avenue. What that is basically I designed that with the idea of us getting together, I guess the second Tuesday of every month for a chance, rather than a happy hour and, evening stuff, a breakfast meeting. Hour-ish get together. There's no formal it's not like a formal networking meeting. It's a chance for us to get together, however many show up, meet new people, talk about stuff. Maybe there's a pressing question. If you want to grab a bagel, a donut, a breakfast, wherever we're at, go for it. If you don't, that's cool. And get a chance to meet some of your fellow North Phoenicians. Then, like I mentioned, next week is also the financial class. Monday the 21st is, or I'm sorry, Tuesday the 21st, Tasha is inviting people to a courthouse experience downtown. We've got another private event on Tuesday. Uh, can't get into the details on that because it's private, but I am super excited to announce the next get together, which is going to be on the 25th, which is a Saturday. We are doing our wine tasting and charcuterie at one of my favorite wine tasting places here in the Valley in Scottsdale called Mise en Place. Owner's name is Lynn. He's phenomenal. We're going to be doing a special wine tasting for our group, whoever shows up, but please do RSVP through the Facebook event tab. Uh, his wines are awesome, super affordable, very, very tasty. He's making, I believe, the charcuterie board or the neighboring Italian restaurant, Giuseppe's. They will be providing it. Either one, don't know. That's what he's told me so far. How many wines there's going to be, I don't know. I'm guessing probably five or more. It's a cost of 15 bucks, which is a steal. And the last time we did this there, really good turnout, hoping for the same or better. So if you're listening to this, which you should be, please RSVP if you love wine. And then let's get together, have a fun evening. So that's January's events. Stay tuned for February's events. Again, you can just subscribe to the calendar and sync it to yours. So we've also got Valleypalooza coming up April 19th. It's starting to take form, and I love it. We are at the same amount, or actually more, vendors than we were last year. The goal is still a lot more. So if you're a business owner listening to this, please reach out. We are still looking for more business owners, whether you sell Amanda at B Bars. I don't mean this specifically. I always draw a blank on like what specifically we're looking for, but whether you sell soaps, candles, you run a yoga studio, maybe a gymnastic place for kids, adults, a karate studio, whatever that looks like. Or if you know someone that does, please have them reach out to me or go to valleypalooza.com, click on the event tab. They can fill out a form, find out about the packages, or reach out to me and I can explain what the prices are. They start at 100 bucks, go up to different sponsorship levels in the thousands. But you can get a booth as low as 100 bucks or share a booth as low as $100. And we're not there yet. I can't do it, don't want to because it's not confirmed, but we're going to have hopefully some additional amazing activities for adults and kids. We just got two artists that are going to be there. We didn't have artists last year. Really, really looking forward to that part of the event. So adults and kids will have a chance to walk around, see the different art displayed by the fabulous artists that are there. We actually just got a 16-year-old that does crochet work, and she's going to be selling her crochet items there. I'm so honored by that. She's entrepreneur by every standard, and I love that she was willing to reach out and be a part of this. And yes, she's paying. Um, I didn't give her the booth for free, nor did she want it for free. She's paying just like any other vendor, and so excited that she's there. I hope it starts a trend, and other humans of her age will be there also because I think it's a great opportunity for individuals selling any item at any age to be there. All right, what else do we have? So, Valleypalooza again, there's going to be vendors, business owners. We've got our sponsors, food trucks, activities for kids. Last year, this year, we're going to do bounce houses, a face painter, balloon artist, I believe, food trucks, sampling some delicious food, live music. Kelly is going to be there with Velvet Crush, an awesome local band. Backstory on that, super awesome. She joined our group pretty close to when it started, whether it was 5, 6 years ago, and right around New Year's was looking for a place to listen to live music. Didn't have her band. Moved here from New Jersey shortly after that, started a band, and then here we are with her performing at Valleypalooza, which this is all about community. I don't need to have the Taylor Swift there, don't want to have Taylor Swift, whether I like Taylor Swift or not. This is about supporting local, getting as local as we can. And then we've got our charity partner, um, put on, I can never remember this. So, Sean, if you're listening, I'm sorry if it's put on The Cape or Your Cape, a fabulous local organization to help kids, give them hope by those in capes and those awesome superheroes that mean so much to so many people for so many different reasons. Sean's a wonderful individual helping a lot of kids and families, and we are honored to have him and them as a partner. And we are looking forward to all the superheroes running through being a part of Valleypalooza. It's going to be truly, truly special. And so much other awesome stuff. So that's Valleypalooza. I also wanted to talk about our Living North Phoenix marketing partners. You've heard me talk about marketing partners before. They are our form of advertisers. So basically, we get together, we have a discussion, we figure out what package someone's interested in. If it's going to be a good fit, I don't take on everyone, nor does everyone want to partner with me, and that's okay. And this has come years after me trying to figure out what could work well because the group was never designed to be a business advertising platform. But at the same time, we're also here to support local businesses, and we want to make sure that they're getting in front of people and the referrals that are passed and have been passed continue to get praise from the quality of referral, whether it's in the group from me or whatever. So these advertisers, these business owners are spending money, time, energy to continuously improve their product and service, and they are going to get the placement that I have determined that is best for them without jeopardizing the value of the group and the integrity of the group, which means a lot to me. So they're not going to be there posting 50 times a day, 50 times a week. I've never allowed that. I won't. The posts are mostly from me most of the time. So I'm going to talk about hopefully most of them at this time. If I've forgotten you and you're one of them, I apologize. It's in no specific order. I'm just going off of certain packages that we have. So if you don't hear your name, maybe that's why. If you know you're in the packages I'm talking about, and you don't hear your name, again, I'm sorry. But I did want to talk about Candace over at Graphic Lab of AZ. So she designs our merch. She's done our shirts. She was at Valleypalooza last year, does an awesome job, and does signage also. So whether you're looking for, new merch signage for your business, yourself, whatever, a family event, she can help you. Candace Cobb with the Graphic Lab of AZ really does a great job. If this is not your first time listening to this podcast, I would be shocked if you had not heard me speak about Dr. Brianna Burke of Burke Family Dentistry. She's an amazing dentist who runs an amazing practice near Tatum and Bell. I am a patient of hers, and she is our marketing partner, has done really well with our program, and so proud of her, happy for her, grateful that she's a part of our program. So if you're looking for a new dentist, family dentist, please reach out to Dr. Burke. She's awesome. Next up, Marcus, you heard me talk about Copper State before, so I'm not going to duplicate it or say it over again. You've heard me yap enough already today. Copper State Moving's phenomenal. Windows by Julie. Julie Clark is the owner of that company. She's an amazing individual and runs a very successful business with a almost brand new storefront, I believe, in Carefree. Doesn't mean you have to go there, but she does have it accessible. It's a legit business She does a phenomenal job. All types of window coverings, a great resource to go to if you have any window covering questions. Then we've got Dr. Lawrence Ebel at Valley Smiles. We've got two dentists, and I'm proud to have two dentists. He's over near 40th Avenue, I think, and Greenway. I have been there, I just can't remember. Awesome practice. It's a phenomenal building. If you get a chance, stop by, say hi. If you're looking for a dentist in that area, please reach out to Dr. Ebel. He's a great dude, gives a lot to his community, and supports veterans at a high level. I believe he is a veteran, if I remember correctly. If not, Dr. Ebel, I apologize. But please visit him as well. So if you're closer to Tatum and Bell, call Dr. Burke. If you're closer to 40th Avenue and Greenway or Bell or whatever, reach out to Dr. Ebel at Valley Smiles. Both very legit practices. Next up, no stranger to the community, Chaz Karaki. Chaz, I apologize if I don't pronounce your last name correctly. Just a solid human being. He is the co-owner and marketing director of Claiborne Counseling. So if you're looking for a counselor, um, I never, I can never remember the right terms, if therapist is acceptable or not. But if there's concerns, looking for someone to talk to, maybe some mental health concerns, reach out to Chaz or Claiborne Counseling or both, and they can help you. Really good company. I've been there before. I've used them and very happy I did. And I'm pretty sure you will be too. Next up is Sarah Mitchell with Eco Mama. So if you're looking to get your home or apartment, condo, townhome, whatever cleaned, Sarah is the person to call. They are actually cleaning our home next week. So really looking forward to that. And they do it eco-friendly with their own supplies that she's created and she sells. So definitely reach out to them if you're looking for a cleaning and an eco-friendly one to make sure that chemicals aren't being used in your home and you potentially get whatever repercussions from that. Next up, Sarah Hendrickson with Connected Canine. Um, Dog training, boarding, phenomenal organization that's ranked very, very highly on different online sites. So definitely reach out to Sarah for your pup and doggy needs, training, boarding. She's phenomenal at what she does. And then we've got Sonoran Chiropractic, our very, very good and dear friends, also sponsors of Valleypalooza. Dr. Kevin Lowe, I'm not going to butcher Taylor's last name. They are just awesome at what they do and very big supporters of our vision. If you're looking for a chiropractor, or even if you're not, but you have back and neck issues or whatever, I mean, I've gone in with my foot hurting and they've helped. Kevin primarily has worked on me. Taylor's done acupuncture, but Kevin, they're both incredible at what they do. Please go visit them. I've been to so many different chiropractors. I can really speak to them and just say they're different in a good way. Like they care. They should be what chiropractors are, but others aren't. Um, Other chiropractors should model their business, their practice, what they do. They want to see you feel better. It's not throw you on a table, crack you, and say, pay me. Yes, they do crack. Yes, they do look for payment, but that's not what they're looking for with a minute crack session. Like Kevin actually cares, Taylor actually cares. And two of our or three of our newest partners, which I'm so delighted about. First is A1 Garage Door and Repair. They've been around a long time. Valley Staples. If you have problems with your garage door, need a tune-up, need a new garage door, please reach out to A1. They are very, very good at what they do, and Valley-wide. Um, awesome to have them on board. Honored to have them on board. Then we've got uh, George Wegman with Modern Mortgage. George and I have been friends for a while, and now he's a part of the community, now a marketing partner. Super happy, super honored, just excited he's a part of it. He's a great dude, gives great options. It's all about the client. He's given me options that include someone else, and advice to go somewhere else when he didn't think he could be the best or his terms weren't the best or whatever. Just an honest, straightforward guy that's going to be looking after your best interest, even if it doesn't include using him to get a loan. But if you're looking to pull cash out of your home, refinance, which those two, by the way, can be separate, or you're looking to buy a home, reach out to George. And by the way, if you're looking to buy a home and don't have a realtor, I'm here too. I saved this one for last, not because the others aren't important. Everyone's important to me. But we finally, I shouldn't say finally, we now have, drum roll, we now have Rapid Rooter Plumbing as a marketing partner for our group. They are Valleypalooza sponsors, but Jessica, or Chad and Jessica Labrizzi, the owners of Rapid Rooter Plumbing, a phenomenal plumbing company, are now our marketing partners, and I'm so beyond delighted. Or Jessica's been an admin of Living North Phoenix for a while. You probably know of her, have seen her, but they've stepped up and are now a marketing partner. And I hope they get as many new relationships and business as possible because they deserve it. They are phenomenal at what they do, as many of our other marketing partners are, or all of them. But Chad and Jessica are just phenomenal people, as many of these business owners are. And I know them personally, again, as many of these I do. And they mean a lot to me. They're dear friends, and I'm just happy that they're marketing partners. And I hope they get all out of it that they can. Um, Not because this is a money thing, but they deserve it. Uh, Plumbing in the valley, there's a lot of big players, and they are locally owned and run business, and it's tougher to compete with those bigger players. And it's not because their service isn't good. It's very good. They're actually right now replacing two showers for me. So I use them. I've used them a lot. They're my only plumber. They're the plumber I recommend. Don't recommend anyone else. So if you're looking for a plumber, or if you're not looking for a plumber, call Rapid Rooter when you do need a plumber. Um, they're awesome. And to all of our marketing partners, whether I've mentioned to you or not, thank you for trusting in me to have you as a partner. This is a partnership. We work together to accomplish your goals. These are paid advertisers. These are people, business owners paying me and us working together for us to accomplish part of their goal, which is to be seen more in the community. And I strive to do that on a daily basis. So please, 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 if I have mentioned any of these business owners in this podcast, reach out to them. They are the best at what they do, and they deserve it. And I don't just say that because they are paying me. I have rejected marketing partners. We've had marketing partners leave. We've had marketing partners not renew. I haven't wanted to work with certain people. These are people and business owners that I know, I trust, and deliver a quality product or service. And I say that not because they're paying me to. I don't need to take their money. I choose to work with them and partner to help their business because I want to see them do more in the community, regardless of their business level. So, I'm not going to say that wraps it up, but I'm sure I'm well over my time for today. Thank you so much for listening. This has been an awesome podcast, from my opinion. And just remember, support local, support our businesses. I did get a chance last week to visit Fatso's Pizza for the first time. They are amazing. So if you haven't been there, please check them out. They are at 32nd Street in Thunderbird, southwest corner. We're going to be doing a happy hour there in the very near future. And we hope to see you at volleyball. We hope to see you at the financial planning class. We hope to see you at the wine happy hour and all of the events that we do. Stay engaged, be a part of our community. We want to hear from you, we want to see you, and we want you to be a part of our community. If you're an introvert like I used to be, don't want to go out, that's cool. We have these opportunities. Stop by, say hi. If you don't, cool. Listen to the podcast, be a part of our group, be a part of the community. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. We will continue these podcasts. We will see you, or you will hear from me on the next one. You guys have an awesome day. Take care.